Hey everybody, welcome back to Mass Pundit TV, and shout out to me and my mic because I'm actually recording at a decent time for once, although it does mean that it's very late compared to when you'll be able to watch it, compared to when the matches are played, but whatever, it's coming half 3, by the way. Half 2, sorry, half 2, I can't count. Right, anyway, this is my Game Week 19 predictions for every single Premier League game. You know the drill, let's get right into it. So, first game, we have Burnley versus Newcastle. Okay, Burnley starting to pick up some draws recently. Got a draw against Everton in their last game. Probably should have scored, I'd say. Probably, you've got to have those sort of games. Home against Everton at the minute for Burnley, who is in a relegation fight. It's a game you've got to be trying to get 3 points from at this stage. Start of the season, it's not a bad result, but with Burnley's position at the minute, Everton missing some key players, you've got to be able for 3 points there. I don't know. I could see this being a boring game. Newcastle, obviously, they're just coming off the loss against Man United. Again, poor from them. They've just not been the team they were last season. I've seen some Newcastle fans calling for Eddie Howe to be sacked. I think that's a bit crazy personally, but I'm not a Newcastle fan. They know it better than me. I'm going to say a 1-0 win to Newcastle. I think it's going to be a boring game. Don't expect much excitement here, but yeah, I'm going to say 1-0 win to Newcastle. So next up we have Chelsea versus Bournemouth. Okay, now this is an interesting one. Bournemouth lost 4-1 to Brentford. They have been poor recently. Very, very poor at the minute, Bournemouth. Chelsea obviously just lost 2-1 to Aston Villa as well. They were 1-0 up in the first half, conceded 2 from Ollie Watkins in the second. But ultimately, I just think Chelsea's form has been better, and Bournemouth, I mean, they're really struggling. They are really, really struggling at the minute. I mean, this is relegation form they're on at the minute. They're not going to get relegated. I'm not going to let it say they get relegated. There's absolutely no chance that happens, but they need to start getting results. At the start of the season, we were saying they could be pushing for Europe. Yeah, they're a young shot off that now. Chelsea at home, I'm going to say a 3-1 win for Chelsea. 3-1. Yeah, I think it'll be a comfortable home win for them. Next up, we have Forest versus Everton. Okay, this could be a decent game actually. I don't think it's going to be exactly a free flowing game, but I think it's two teams that are going to come up wanting to win here. Especially Forest at home. Forest being decent under Sean Dyche. Everton, as I said, they just got the draw with Burnley, the 0-0 draw. Forest, I'm going to say 2-1 Forest. I'm going to say a 2-1 win for Nottingham Forest, I think. Again, being safe with the home team. So yeah, I'm going to say 2-1 to Nottingham Forest, which again, that's a good result for them. Okay, next up we have West Ham versus Brighton. Okay. West Ham are poor side at the minute. Honestly, there was a point in the season I didn't think they had any chance of going down. Even with how poor they looked in their lack of quality, I thought it's one of those because they've been been in the Premier League for quite a long time now, and the stadium they've got and everything, you think they're too big of a club to go down. I thought some investments in January, they'll be absolutely fine. They'll stay up. King on. But I mean, it's looking bleak. They do have to invest in January. I mean, Nuno could be getting sacked. It is all sorts of wrong at the minute. Brighton, obviously coming off the loss against Arsenal. They played pretty well, especially in the second half. But being realistic, Arsenal should have killed the game off first half. Need to be more clinical. But Brighton, they did their job. Again, they're not on the best of form at the minute, though. Either they were top half of the table recently. Now they're dropping BO. They're dropping down. I'm going to go for 1-1 draw. I am going to go for 1-1 draw here. Which, I mean, it's not, again, it's a pretty good result for West Ham, but they're at a point they've got to start winning games as well. So, I don't know, but a loss here and Nuno could be sacked, which would be crazy. First manager to be sacked by 2 teams in the same season, I believe. Premier League, East in the Premier League. Okay, Arsenal versus Aston Villa. You have to wait till we get it for my preview and prediction for that one. Man United versus Wolves. Should be a comfortable night for Man United, I should think. As I said, Man United coming off that win against Newcastle. Yeah, but that's a good 3 points for them. They're a weird side this season, United, But this should be a comfortable 3 points. Wolves didn't embarrass themselves against Liverpool by any means. Absolutely not. I thought they put in a good shift, but ultimately they didn't win. And they didn't get a draw either. So good performances aren't enough, and Wolves have no chance of staying up. I'm going to say a 3-0 win. 3-0 win to Man United, I think. Palace versus Fulham. Palace, man. That result against... They were very, very poor against Tottenham. Obviously, lost to Arsenal in the Carabao Cup on penalties. They've been poor recently. Don't know what's happened. I don't think they have the squad depth. When they're playing so many games because of the Conference League as well. Some quick turnaround games as well has not helped their case at all. Fulham, as I said, got the win against West Ham. I think they won 3 wins in a row, Fulham, which is funny because I actually thought they would struggle due to AFCON, but now they're actually playing well at the minute. And you know what? I'm gonna back for him. I'm gonna say another 1-0 win. Raul Jimenez is in form at the minute. Yeah, 1-0 for him. Away from home, good result. Okay, Liverpool versus Leeds. Liverpool again on good form now, starting to get better. They're winning games now. Leeds also better now. They're doing well. Leeds at the minute. Since Daniel Farke changed the system, obviously Leeds coming off the 1-1 draw against Sunderland, which is a decent result, I think. There, they got a good midfield, Leeds, with Ampadu and Stack. Tanaka as well. Good energy. It's a good energetic midfield from Ampadu and Tanaka especially. Calvert-Lewin on form. That being said, I do think Liverpool win. I think Liverpool. Obviously, it was like a 3-3 draw the first time these two played this season, but I think this is going to be a Liverpool win. I'm going to say 2-1 to Liverpool. Sunderland versus Man City. Sunderland, I don't believe have lost a home game this season, which is great going for a newly promoted side. Man City, they're winning games, aren't they? They are winning games well. They're playing. I don't know. It doesn't look like the free-flowing football they were playing last season, but that doesn't matter. Or in recent seasons, sorry. But that doesn't matter because they're winning games ultimately. Shirky, I thought was very, very good in the last game. Seems like a good player, him. Haaland's obviously the man on fire. Foden's playing well at the minute. Wasn't his best game last time out, but still got the job done. I'm going to say 2-0 to Man City away from home. Good result there. Finally, Brentford versus Spurs. As I said, Brentford obviously got the 4-1 win against Bournemouth. Sade with a hat-trick. Crazy result with that. Spurs getting the win against Crystal Palace. They needed that win. They did need that win as well. They had been in a poor form recently. Brentford at home been very, very good. Spurs away have been, I think they're actually better away from home than they are at home. I think that's the stat, which is pretty crazy. But, I don't know. I just feel like Brentford at home with Spurs this season. I'm not convinced by Spurs at all. Obviously, I am an Arsenal fan, so I might be biased in it, but I'm going to say 3-1 to Brentford at home. Home side, good win there. 3 points, jobs are good and a bosh. But that is it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share it around. It is all greatly appreciated and truly helps out with the channel. Thank you all very much for watching and enjoy the football. Subscribe for good yuck.